Ohio State is famous for its fierce competition on the football field, which is driven by a student body of 50,000 plus and an alumni association of over 123,000 members. Besides me is Archie Griffin, who is the only two-time Heisman Award winner and also newly appointed president of Ohio State University's Alumni Club. Archie, just thank you for being here.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me, Crystal.
What I want to ask you, first I want to tell our viewers, Archie won virtually, every top honor that a college athlete could. Then he went on to play pro ball with the Cincinnati Bengals for 8 years, to come back to his alma mater to be the associate director of sports. And now, what made you decide to come over to the Alumni Club?
Well, I tell you what, I thought it was a wonderful opportunity. Dan Heinlein, who was our president and CEO, had been at the university for about 39 years, actually. He's been there for a long time. And he was retiring, and the position opened, and I got a call from a search firm that was asking me a lot of questions about the Alumni Association. Had no idea that they were interested in me, and a couple weeks later they called me back and asked me would I be interested in being a candidate. At the time I hadn't thought a whole lot about it, but I thought about it a while, talked with a little bit with my wife about it, and decided that, we might give it a look, and I'm glad that I did, because I think it's a wonderful position to have, to be in charge of an Alumni Association with over 123,000 members and having a great university. I think it's something that I can be proud of for years to come.
Well, Archie played under Woody Hayes, and Woody Hayes has been quoted as saying that you're a better young man than you are a football player, and you're the best football player he's ever seen. Could you tell us why Archie was such a legend and sort of his strategy on the game?
Well, I'll tell you what, Coach Hayes was very kind. Those were very nice words that he said, and I'm certainly appreciative of it. But, my success, the success that I had in college, I think was due to the fact that I played on some great teams at Ohio State. And then when you really look at it, Coach Woody Hayes was the architect of those teams, because he recruited all those guys that I played with, and because we played very, very well together, we had a lot of success. We won 4 Big Ten championships, went to the Rose Bowl 4 straight years, and it was a very good time for us at Ohio State.
Well, unfortunately, violence has crept into the sports arena, and after the Michigan game and the OSU riots in November of 2003, you created public service announcements for the university. Could you tell our audience what the message was?
Well, the message basically was to show good sportsmanship, basically to win with class, do the right thing. There's no need in destroying things because you have victory. Let's act like we've been there before, and I think that's basically what the message was. I mean, just to do things the right way. Let's be champions not only on the field, but be champions off the field.
Well, one of the million-dollar questions, you've played college ball and pro ball. What do you think the difference is?
Well, the big difference is the talent. In college, you have outstanding players, but when you get to the professional level, it's intensified 10 times, because everybody in professional football are truly, truly outstanding. You don't have any guys that can't play the game. When you think about it, there's only so many jobs in the NFL, and there's people that's been in the NFL for years, and so there's not a whole lot of jobs that come open every year. So the guys that are playing the game are the best of the best, and that's the difference.
Well, before we leave the topic of football, could you tell us, it's a contact sport. You could get hurt quickly. What's the importance of education versus going straight into the pros?
Well, I'll tell you what, I think education is very important, because education is something that you can have forever. All your life. Pro football, well, that's only a temporary thing. The average guy that plays professional sports or plays professional football only lasts a little less than 4 years. So your education is something that you can take with you forever, and that's why it's so important to get your college education. And football is never guaranteed to anyone. I mean, you've got to make a team, and that's not an easy thing to do.
Well, could you tell us your 3 Ds?
My 3 Ds are something that It's been important to me just about all my life. I learned about him in the 8th grade from junior high school guidance counselor, a guy by the name of Mr. Oscar Gill. And he was talking to us about things that would help us in our future, and he told us about those 3Ds being desire, dedication, and determination. And, desire, having goals, dedication, committing yourself to achieving those goals, and determination, overcoming any obstacles that might somehow get in your way. He told us about those things. He told us that if we would use those 3Ds, then we could be successful in just about anything that we tried. And the most important thing, that if you use those 3Ds, you know that you've done the very best you can possibly do. And nobody can ask for anything more than that.
And your golden rule?
My golden rule is you do unto others as you wish others to do unto you. I think that's very important. I treat people the way that I like to be treated. So I like to feel that I treat people with a lot of respect.
Well, for our audience, we're going to end now, but I have a few trick questions here for Archie. The first one is, Archie, could you tell our viewers, what is this?
That's a buckeye. That's a buckeye. It comes from a buckeye tree. It's a hard, tough nut. That's what those buckeyes are.
And it's not a chestnut.
It's not a chestnut. People confuse it sometimes, but it's a buckeye. Don't eat it.
Yeah, don't eat it. And Ohio is the Buckeye State.
The Buckeye State. That's exactly.
Now, the second question, ladies and gentlemen. Could you make a positive identification on this guy?
Yeah, that's Brutus Buckeye. Brutus Buckeye is our mascot. And Brutus has been a long-time mascot of Ohio State. He's a tough son of a gun, and nobody messes with Brutus.
And the last thing is, when I say O-H.
Say I-O.
Oh, he passed. That's an A. Thank you so much, Archie.
You're so welcome. Thank you.